While many of us have heard of a concept of human centered design, very few of us have heard about human centered leadership. So I thought I'd give you a quick breakdown of what the difference is between the two, and then maybe focus on a few of the human centered leadership principles to help support what you've just learned. So, human centered design. That's a creative approach to problem solving that puts the needs, behaviors, and experiences of the people at the center of the design process. It focuses on deeply understanding the end user, involving them in the solution process, and creating products, services, or systems that are both useful and meaningful. That makes sense. Now, if we went in and said, if that's human centered design, what is human centered leadership? Human centered leadership is a leadership approach that prioritizes empathy, trust, and individual well being while still focusing on achieving lean and organizational goals. It involves leading with compassion, actively listening, empowering others, and creating a psychologically safe environment where people feel valued, heard, and supported. At its core, human centered leadership is not about putting, or I should say, it is about putting people before processes, recognizing that when individuals thrive, teams thrive, and performance and innovation follow closely behind. So I thought it would be cool now that we have the understanding to talk about 10 human centered leadership principles that you may or may not be aware of. So let's just go down the list. I think this is going to be fun. Number one, ask for forgiveness, not permission. Innovation rarely starts with an approval process. Build what you believe in. Deal with the politics later. I'm not telling you to break every rule, but sometimes you're remembered for the rules that you break. Just keep that in the back of your mind. Number two, build teams first, then products. I called this just recently. We did an episode called Taking It From the Top, and you should always focus on the teams first, the outcome second, and the product third, right? So good products are built by healthy teams. Invest in trust, care, and clarity, and the product will follow, right? The product will come. Let's go to number three. People and interactions over processes and tools. That may sound familiar. Stolen from the Agile Manifesto, but still true. Tools are only as good as the humans who use them. Build relationships before you try to build systems. Get that involvement that you need. Let's go for number four. Find a way or build one. Constraints should never stop creativity. I'll say that again. Constraints should never stop creativity. They shape it. Be scrappy, be resourceful, be relentless. Find ways to get things done. All right, let's jump to number five. Never build what is asked for. This is one that many people struggle with. It is our responsibility to dig deeper, to understand what the real need is, to then focus on what actually matters and focus on that outcome and build products or services that lead us to the desired outcome. All right, let's go to number six. Less talking, more building. Endless alignment leads nowhere. Amen, right? Create momentum by making things. Then talk about what's real and what needs to change or pivot. But you're not going to get to the end line just by talking about getting to the end line. Actions need to happen. All right, number seven, live off the land. Use what you have. Don't wait for ideal conditions to come up with. Just work within the terrain, not against it. It takes knowledge, humility, and creativity to do this, but this is how great things come to pass. This is how great things actually work. Coming at number eight, everyone is a designer. Design is not just a job title, it's a mindset. Everyone on the team should be able to shape the experience. So give the team the tools, the trust, and the invitation to become an active contributor. That's how things are going to change. Number nine, good management is as little management as possible. The best leadership is invisible leadership. Create clarity and then get out of the way. People want clarity just as much, if not more, than they want transparency. Support things, support process, don't control process. Unblock, don't become the bottleneck. And then finally, number 10, we all have wings, but some of us don't know why. This one is probably the most interesting. The truth is there's magic in every single one of us. We all bring value to the table. Part of leadership is reminding people that they can fly, that they can get to their destination, even if they've forgotten how. spread their wings and jump. And I think that's the key. There's so many people. I remember Steve Harvey quote, and I'm not going to get this one exact, but he said there's a reason young men, specifically in the United States, struggle. He says many of them take so much time to carefully pack their parachute and to climb up to the top of the mountain and carefully take their time along the hike and get to the edge of the cliff and carefully observe every detail and then jump, only to focus solely on opening a parachute so they have a safe landing. He said some of the best and most innovative young people in the world are the ones who excitedly get to the top of the mountain and run and jump off the side, whether or not their parachute is ready, because they're the only ones who learn that they have the ability to spread their wings and fly. Now, at first, I was like, wow, that sounds like a death trap. But then when I realized what he was trying to say, he was just saying that so many people don't understand that they have the wings to spread. So I think it's important for us to make sure that that's something that happens. And the last piece of this that I want to make sure I drive home is this is not designed to be some type of stringent rule book. It's a reminder that what all of us do is human. It's messy, it's creative, it's courageous. It's not about perfection. It's about being present in the moment. It's about doing what's right then. Use this as a mirror. Use it as a compass. Use it as a spark. And if it resonates, share it, remix it, write your own path. These are the things that you can do to make the world a better place. That's going to do it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have a topic you want us to discuss, learn more at agiledad.com. We would love to hear from you. And as always, we encourage you to stay healthy, stay well, and stay agile, my friends. Until next time, do take care. Bye now.